I have to make a second video today. And it's because of everything going on that makes this feel and smell like 2008 all over again, or 2008 part 2 if you want to say that. So today, Bernie Madoff's sister and her husband were found dead in an apparent murder-suicide. And it got me thinking a lot about 2008. The DOJ is currently investigating banks and hedge funds, including Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and now have named Citadel as an interest, which is really funny because we called that earlier. So the DOJ is investigating these dudes, and not even a week after Citadel is named, Bernie Madoff's sister and her husband are found dead in an apparent murder-suicide. I don't believe that. Who at 80 years old commits a murder-suicide unless you know something and you're going to jail, or you know something that somebody doesn't want you to know? So a little bit of a tinfoil hat here. Bernie Madoff was pretty much the first person to run PFOF. He was like the godfather of PFOF. Ken Griffin publicly spoke out against PFOF back in the 2008 to 2015 range of time against Bernie Madoff. So go figure, Bernie Madoff ends up going to jail for a Ponzi scheme that was involved in a $68 billion system, right? So it wasn't just Bernie Madoff. It was multiple people, multiple sources, multiple banks and funds. Bernie Madoff stole from rich people. He became the fall guy. I have no doubt in my mind that Citadel probably had something to do with that. What's interesting is Bernie Madoff also died in his jail cell. So even if he wanted to roll on the people that were doing exactly what he was doing or benefiting from it, he couldn't tell anybody now. And now the person closest related to him is also dead. So she can't say anything during a DOJ investigation. Now, 2021, 2022, Ken Griffin is the king of PFOF, which he publicly spoke out against when Bernie Madoff was running it himself. The fact that there's RICO being mentioned tells me a lot. Back in 2008, Citadel Securities and Cerberus basically hid in loopholes under hedge funds because they were not regulated the way they are today back in 2008. But during the financial crash, right before Madoff went to prison, they put up gates so that their investors couldn't withdraw their money during that time frame unless they were deemed worthy. And you can read all about this in the New York Post. Ponzi schemers could be hiding in the hedges by Kaja Whitehouse, March 21st, 2009. The link will be in the description. What has Citadel also done in the past 6 months that reminds you a lot of that? They have limited the withdrawals of their investors to 6.5% per quarter, and if you withdraw everything from Citadel, you will no longer be able to invest with them again. That is a public document that Citadel put out with that. You can read it. I'll try to also link it in the description. So my theory is that a lot of people who know anything about payment for order flow, dark pools, block trading, front running, and spoofing that might have the information to actually put the DOJ in the proper room with the proper people are A, either being killed or removed. B, you have buildings like the TD Ameritrade document storage facility burning down. And C, you have Ken Griffin flying all over the world in his jet being tracked by half of the ape community. There's no doubt in my mind that these guys that have been naked shorting, running PFOF, spoofing, gating their community so they can't withdraw, are all about ready to take a dirt nap because the DOJ, the SEC, and the Federal Reserve and Congress, the presidency, are all tired of the 2008 story. I guarantee you when Robinhood got margin called back on January 28th, 2021. Yes, 2021. I guarantee you all these big banks and hedges that were short AMC, GME, and all these meme stocks went to the Fed Reserve, sat down at the table, talked to the SEC, said, we're too big to fail. Yeah, we did it again. Let's just stop the buying, let us unwind our positions, and everything will be okay. And instead of doing that, which I think all the regulators said, okay, last time, go ahead. Instead of doing that, they fucking doubled down. They doubled down on their bad investment, which I call the bad short. I hope there's a movie called that later on. And now they are where they are today. Instead of covering at $5, instead of covering at $10, we're sitting at $20. I know AMC has come down from 60 to 13 back up to 20, but you guys got to understand something. I am pretty confident that the majority of the people that are still short in these positions are short, and they're upside down like freaking crazy, especially after Netflix, Affirm, Facebook, Twitter, Snap, all these companies they're long on lost 20 to 40% in the past month. They are in deep shit. We've busted them. The SEC and the DOJ is doing its job. Adam Aaron doing his job, calling out the shorts, donating to charity, looking like a total boss. We're doing our job, going to the movies, being the good consumers, keeping the demand up, and getting the news out. Nothing I say is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. This isn't much of a conspiracy tinfoil hat theory in my mind, guys. I'm just saying all the dots are lining up. The stars are aligning, and the universe is speaking to us. I firmly believe also Charles Gasparino and Jim Cramer deleting a lot of their tweets, doing a Twitter delete storm, is a good sign that A, their lawyers told them to do it, B, someone else's lawyers told them to do it, or C, they are thoroughly embarrassed about what they've been saying because they were completely wrong. Make up your own mind, do the research, read the articles, learn about 2008, compare it to 2022. You guys have a great freaking weekend. I am super pumped up about Tuesday, and I hope to see you guys at the earnings call on March 1st on my YouTube and on Twitter Spaces calls. And if Truth Social does launch on Monday, I will try to link my new username in the description so you can follow me on Truth Social. Thank you very much. You guys rock.